All right. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to be on tonight. Whether you're listening live with us or you're watching a recording, we so appreciate you taking the time out of your day or your night to just hear a little bit more of something that many of us are extremely passionate about. Tonight, you're going to hear from a few different healthcare providers and healthcare professionals. But this is not a Zoom that is meant just for healthcare professionals. We just wanted to take an opportunity to share as healthcare professionals why elevating our nutrition has been so important for ourselves and our families personally, and why we want to tell others about it. So thanks for being on tonight, and let's get going. I'm going to share my screen with you and to give you something to look at here. All right, so you guys, we are part of something called the Healthy Living Revolution, and we are all about inspiring healthy living all over the world. So for us, we really want to start with the state of our health. And here in the US, the state of our health is really that we're unhealthy. We've got 1 in 4 people dying of heart disease. We've got 1 in 5 children that is obese. And the fact that children are more harmed by their poor diets than exposure to alcohol, drugs, and tobacco combined, as a parent, for me, I am not okay with that. And on top of that, okay, why are we so unhealthy? Well, there's a couple different reasons. The first one being that the environmental toxins are increasing. And so we are exposed daily to water pollution, air pollution, pesticide sprays, chemicals. The things that we put on our skin and in our hair are full of toxins, and those begin to build up in our bodies. In addition to that, our food quality is decreasing. So more than half of what we are eating as Americans is processed. And that means it is full of preservatives and emulsifiers and pesticides and growth hormones, and very little, if any, actual nutrition. And then for those of us that are trying to do well and are trying to eat more whole foods, well, what we're eating is not as nutrient dense as it used to be. And what we're getting in the store, I mean, broccoli, for example, loses sometimes up to 80% of its key nutrients before we even buy it off the produce counter. So what can we do to be healthier? Well, we know that we've got to exercise. We've got to get a good night's sleep. We have to try the best we can to manage our stress, try and drink more water, choose those safer products whenever possible, and we've got to eat real food. And that's what we want to focus on tonight, is the food aspect of it. And in particular, we're going to focus on fruits and vegetables. And why? Well, it's because up to 75% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition. So let's stop and talk for a minute about oxidative stress and antioxidants, because this is really important. So the bad news is that we have something called oxidative stress going on in our body all of the time. And that oxidative stress is what causes aging and disease in our bodies. So that's the bad news. The good news is that we have something called antioxidants that are found only in fruits and vegetables that help to protect ourselves from that oxidative stress. So we've all cut into an apple before, and you can watch and see how quickly an apple browns after being cut into. That's a result of oxidative stress. And that is exactly what happens in our bodies. All of that oxidative stress causes the browning, the aging, the disease over time. But if you take that lemon and squeeze lemon juice over it, it's full of antioxidants that helps to slow down the aging and disease process. And so you can see, if you do that, the apple will brown much less quickly, and it will take much longer for it to get to the same state as that left side. That is exactly what goes on in our bodies every day. And the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the more we can combat oxidative stress. And so that's why, you guys, the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for us. I think we all know that we need to eat them, but I know I personally didn't fully understand why. And the fact is, it's not just that they're good for us, but they are so good for us, they can save our life. So, how many do we need? Well, we need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And a serving is the size of your closed fist. Now, are we getting that? No. I mean, I'm somebody who's extremely health conscious and I struggle to get 7 to 13 servings every single day. Well, why do we need so many? Well, part of it is our produce is picked before the nutrition fully develops. And why is that? Well, they have to pick it so early because it has to be transported thousands of miles across the country or from overseas. And we've got to give it time so that it doesn't go bad before it reaches us. And then on top of that, 90% of Americans aren't eating enough servings every single day. And certainly we're not getting the variety from the rainbow that we need. So, what are we trying to do? Well, 70% of Americans are trying to bridge that gap with a multivitamin. And what we know about a multivitamin is that it has just a few isolated nutrients. They're synthetic, man made in a lab, trying to mimic what nature can actually do. And what we know from the research is that multivitamins really don't do anything for us. And in some cases, it shows those isolated vitamins can actually do more harm than good. So, what's the other way? Well, it's whole food. And we know that an apple, for example, has approximately 10,000 phytonutrients working in synergy together. So, whereas you have a multivitamin, which is just a few isolated nutrients in large doses, the whole food is just a small amount of thousands. And it's that synergy of them working together that provides that beneficial effect in our bodies. So, what I want to do before we go any further is just stop and take a minute. I would love for you guys to hear from a couple other healthcare professionals that just want to share their story about what elevating their nutrition did. And we're going to start with Michelle. So, Michelle, take it away.
Hi guys, I'm gonna try and keep to I have so much passion for this and it's really impacted our lives. I'm gonna really keep it to our limit. But to give you guys a little bit of a background, I started as a NICU nurse, so that's my healthcare background. I did that for about 5 years at the University of Virginia. And actually a patient, one of our infant's mothers is who got me hooked on this. So talk about full circle, learning from my patients about this. And it took a while for me to really grasp this. You know, I just had one kiddo. I thought I had everything together, and quickly I changed. I moved to a new state, found out I was pregnant, and I had a job change. So all of those quickly changed my ability to get my nutrition. My husband and I were constantly exhausted. We had no support, no family support. I went from a bedside nurse to teaching nursing students, which is a whole new game changer. But once I was like, you know what, I really need that nutrition in my life. I learned so much about it. And I learned that nursing students actually don't really get a lot of nutrition taught to them. So now, which is really awesome, I have not only become, you know, as a healthcare provider, you tend to become your sole nurse to your whole family. So I've got to see my immediate family have allergies gone away and pain go away because of inflammation has decreased. So it's been such a game changer in my immediate family. But also I've been able to offer this whole new world of nutrition to nursing students who now are going to go out and spread their flowers and offer this information to other patients. So I feel like, you know, helping little seeds here and there. And so I've seen it again in my own immediate family, and also now to hopefully spread to patients all over. And it just brightens my whole family, all my kiddos that take 2+, all my family takes 2+, and not just because we're healthcare providers, but now we know the research behind it.
Awesome. Thank you. Teddy, take it away.
I have to not be so technologically challenged. So here we go. Hi, everyone. My name is Teddy, and I'm a board certified family medicine and lifestyle medicine physician in Lynchburg, Virginia. As a lifestyle physician, I have very strong understanding of the power of plants, whole food, plant-based diets, food as medicine, and use these in my practice all the time. Coming into them during my own health journey as a third-year medical student, and it literally changed my life. The power of plants changed my life. But I came into Juice Plus from a very skeptical place. Just ask Carla if you ever want to know how skeptical I was. When I first met her, she told me about Juice Plus. I completely dismissed what she was saying to me. Well, because of course the science shows the vitamins don't work. And it took her about a year of repeatedly telling me that Juice Plus is not a vitamin. And before she got me to commit to reading all of the science. And then once I read the science, I was just like, I need this in my life. I need to give it to my family and to start putting it into my family's bodies. I honestly wasn't expecting to notice much of a difference because we were 100% plant-based eaters at this time already. And so I thought, well, it certainly isn't going to hurt us. But wasn't expecting to see improvements, but we did. We quickly noticed less fatigue was probably the biggest thing, and then after about 6 months, we started noticing that there was a lot less sick days. I work in primary care, so I'm coughed and sneezed on all the time. I have a child in daycare who's 5, so he brings home all kinds of germs. And what we started noticing is that his cold started lasting 12 hours. And to me, that was pretty incredible. He'd get a fever, 12 hours later it was gone, and I was like, what is going on? And the light bulb went on. In my practice, I'm always talking about the power of plants and helping people reverse disease through nutrition. And so really for me to start recommending Juice Plus was a very natural transition, and felt like it was completely in sync with what I was already trying to get my patients to do, which is to improve their overall health. And so I'm very excited working with Carla as a wellness coordinator. And I finally feel like when a patient says to me, "What vitamin do you recommend?" which is probably 20 times a day, I can say, well, I don't recommend any vitamins, but let me tell you about Juice Plus and what studies have shown that it can do for your body. And we have a nice talk about that. As far as the business part of Juice Plus, this is probably the newest, most amazing part for me, is that it's really giving me this opportunity to bring my dream of having a lifestyle medicine retreat into reality. We just bought the property, and I'm so incredibly thankful that I can share the incredible power of plants with all that desire to learn through that opportunity. So my story is not really done yet, but I look forward to sharing more and more as it evolves over the next several years to come. So thank you all for having me on here tonight. I'm going to pass it on back to Carla.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing your incredible story and passion with this nutrition. So let's go back to, okay, well, what the heck is this? Well, it's something called Juice Plus, and it is the nutrition from 30 different completely fine ripened fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been grown to peak ripeness. They have been then harvested, pulverized, not just juiced, but pulverized, and then dried at low temperatures and put into a powder form or into a gummy. So you can see all of the nutrition that you can get every single day. And this is not something that I can eat on a daily basis without the help of Juice Plus. And then we also have a plant-based omega. And I love this because what we did was take out the middle fish. I don't know if you know this, but fish don't actually make omegas. They get them from the algae that they eat. So we cut out the middleman, went straight to the algae as well as 5 other plant sources to harvest all of those important omegas that are good for heart health, brain health, joint, skin, and eye health. And I love that they are 100% plant-based and they're sustainable. And then we've also got our Juice Plus complete shakes. So these are vegan, using all non-GMO ingredients, gluten and dairy-free. And you can see they've got 15 additional plants that you don't get in the capsules or the chewables. And the best part to me is the protein source, which is soy. And as a woman, I want to eat as much soy as I possibly can, because we know the safety of soy depends on the source. And when it comes to the Juice Plus Complete, we use the whole soybean, as minimally processed as you can get it. And we know that that is what provides the best and most balanced defense against disease. And Juice Plus is really unique for three main reasons. The first being that it's food. It is not a multivitamin. It comes with a nutrition label, no additives, again, vegan, dairy, kosher, gluten-free. The second thing is that it's NSF certified. So that is a third party that comes in and tests our Juice Plus to make sure that what is on the label is actually in the product, nothing more, nothing less. So we know that it is free from contaminants, pesticides, or any type of banned substances, making it completely safe for professional and Olympic athletes to eat. And that gives a lot of peace of mind. And it's the most researched brand name nutritional product in the world, with now over 40 clinical research studies that have been done at leading hospitals and universities all over the world. So some of the top hospitals like MD Anderson Cancer Center, Nemours Children's Hospital, places like Yale and Wake Forest and Vanderbilt, and the list just keeps growing and growing. And these are done in the gold standard form, meaning randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled. If that makes no sense to you and I'm talking gibberish right now, just know that this is the top way to do research. And it is this research that has attracted thousands of doctors. And it's because they've read the research. Like Dr. Brosey said, you know, once I showed her the research, she was on board, because you can't deny the research showing that it contributes to things like cardiovascular wellness, that it helps to support a healthy inflammatory response, that it helps to protect our DNA, to help reduce oxidative stress. That's what we were talking about in the very beginning. It helps to support our immune systems. And I think that's something that everybody is looking to make sure they have as strong of an immune system as they possibly can. And I love what Dr. Richard DuBois says, that there's nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. And because of that research, you know, what I want to tell you guys is we make no medical claims whatsoever that this cures anything. This is not a magic pill. It is just whole food nutrition that nobody can get enough of, and that we know we all need more. The claims that we can make are what our research shows. And so I do want to take a quick second and show you guys a very short video that highlights some of our research that has been done on immune health.
Carla, we can't hear it.
Against external invaders.
I'm sorry, guys. I went and muted myself and y'all can't hear it. All right, let me start again. I'm so sorry.
Today, I'm going to share the results of several clinical studies showing how the added nutrition of Juice Plus fruit and vegetable capsules can help support your immune system. The immune system is very important to staying healthy because it protects your body against external invaders, unhealthy substances such as toxins, and stimuli such as irradiation or psychological stress. In short, it enables your body to distinguish between what is healthy and what is unhealthy, and to respond appropriately. There are several things we can do to strengthen our immune system, including getting enough sleep, regular exercise, reducing stress, and drinking plenty of water. But good nutrition is especially important in maintaining a healthy immune system. There is overwhelming scientific evidence that plant-based nutrition from fruits and vegetables helps support the human immune system. And there are 4 published peer-reviewed clinical studies showing specifically the effect of added nutrition from Juice Plus fruit and vegetable capsules on the immune system. These 4 studies were conducted at 4 different research institutions: Charité University Medical Center in Berlin, Germany, the Medical University of Graz in Austria, and the University of Florida and the University of Arizona in the United States. And they were conducted on 4 different types of subjects: healthcare professionals in a hospital setting, athletic men in a special police unit, young law school students, and older people. For example, a 6-month study at Charité University Medical Center in Berlin showed that Juice Plus fruit and vegetable capsules better supported the immune system in healthcare professionals at Charité Hospital compared to placebo. This study was published in the British Journal of Nutrition in 2010. In a 28-week study at the Medical University of Graz in Austria, Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, and berry plant capsules better supported several indicators of immune function compared to placebo in physically fit men who were members of a special police unit. The Graz study was published in the prestigious Journal of Nutrition in 2007. In an 11-week clinical study conducted at the University of Florida, researchers found that Juice Plus fruit and vegetable capsules increased antioxidant capacity versus placebo, as well as strengthened immune function compared to placebo in healthy but stressed Florida law school students. This study was also published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2006. Finally, in an 80-day controlled clinical study conducted among older subjects from age 60 to 86, researchers at the University of Arizona found both improved markers of immune function and increased blood levels of important antioxidants in the elderly subjects taking Juice Plus fruit and vegetable capsules. This study appeared in the journal Integrative Medicine in 1999. That latter point about antioxidants is especially important because maintaining a healthy immune system can also be related to antioxidant status. Juice Plus fruit and vegetable capsules have been clinically proven in 21 separate published peer-reviewed studies to significantly increase blood levels of important antioxidants and other plant nutrients in as little as 28 days. To summarize, the human immune system is our frontline defense against external invaders, unhealthy substances, and other stimuli. And there is broad scientific evidence that plant-based nutrition from fruits and vegetables helps support the immune system. There is specific scientific evidence from more than 20 years of clinical research on Juice Plus and from 4 published peer-reviewed clinical studies that the added nutrition of Juice Plus fruit and vegetable capsules helps support the immune system.
All right. See, you guys, if I can do this, anybody can do this. I still don't get these things right all the time. So I love that video about the research and that's just 4 of our over 40 studies that are showing the power of adding this nutrition every single day. And so another research study that we have is called the Healthy Starts for Family. And that allows any adult that wants to eat Juice Plus to sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and 18, along with full-time college students, to get to eat Juice Plus for up to 4 years for completely free. And what we do is follow those children and those families. And what we have found over the time of doing this is that parents are reporting kids missing fewer days of school, visiting the doctor less, eating more fruits and vegetables, drinking more water, taking less medication. I don't know as a parent what else you could possibly ask for other than that. And we also have these really amazing tower gardens that really is the future of growing. They are vertical aeroponic gardening systems that allow you to grow year round, indoors or out, using much less water, much less space, and they grow faster and grow more than a traditional garden. And guess what? The only hands that eat off of ours are our own. So we don't have to worry about other people touching our produce. We don't have to worry about herbicides or pesticides. We just simply walk out to our tower every day, grab what it is that we want, and go in and use it. And it's incredible, and our kids love it. And we've also got a really great program called the Shred 10 that is really all about jumpstarting your health. Using 10 days, it's a 10-day jumpstart to a 4-month program. And it just follows guidelines. You've got group coaching, tons of free resources, accountability groups. And if you ever want to learn more, get back to the person that invited you to this, and they can certainly share more information with you. And you guys, this is the best part. Juice Plus is so affordable. For $2.50 a day, I can get to put over 30 different fruits and vegetables into my body and get my kids for free. I call the Complete the healthiest, cheapest fast food meal that I could possibly eat. We live on the Complete. Most of the time, at least twice a day, we're doing either making a smoothie or putting our Complete in something, and then adding the omegas. I mean, I can eat all of this nutrition for less than a gourmet cup of coffee every single day that's not giving me any nutrition. So what I want to do now is just switch gears a little bit and share about our mission and the mission behind this incredible nutrition, because I think that is just so important. So we've got these really great core beliefs that, I mean, are the epitome of our company and its longevity. We are a company that is 50 years old already. And we're all about authenticity, quality, community. The community is something that I was never expecting in this business, but it is some of the happiest, healthiest, nicest, most encouraging and supportive people I have ever been around in my entire life. And we try and keep things simple. We have 5 whole products, and they all have to do with food or growing your own food. And we also have a core belief of approachability. We love being able to connect with people, find out where you're struggling, what your health desires are, and be able to help you from there. And our business model is really unique. We are a virtual franchise. So we are actually part of the Juice Plus franchise. It costs $52 a year to own your own franchise. We can work from anywhere. Like I said, we've got that small focused product line. And the awesome thing is you can do this however you want. You can do it part-time. You can do it full-time. It's whatever you want. There's no inventory. The only Juice Plus I ever touch is my own. And we've got tons and tons of support. And at the upper leadership levels, we get a business investment bonus every single month. It is free money that is put into our paycheck to help us support our team and to help continue sharing with others, as well as a benefits package. At the upper leadership levels, you can qualify for medical, dental, vision, life insurance, college tuition assistance, chiropractic care, all of those. I mean, it is a corporate benefits package that you can earn in these upper leadership levels. And we have all the qualities of a top business opportunity. We're working with a brand name product, a tried and proven system, and we simply just build networks of people who oftentimes start putting this nutrition in their body. They love what it does for them, and they just want to pay it forward to others that they love and care about. And we just share like that, consumer to consumer, and grow from there. And you guys, we are a company that loves to give back. We are the lead title sponsor for the St. Jude's Memphis Marathon every single year. We have pledged to donate a tower garden to every single Boys and Girls Club in North America, which is over 4,000. And we are donating 10 million complete meals through Volunteers of America and the Children's Hunger Fund. So we truly are about giving back in our communities. So you guys, we invite you to join us. There are 3 different ways that you can get started. And the first way is you can just become a customer. get back to the person that invited you on tonight. They can help answer any questions that you might have, and help you to be able to get you started if this nutrition makes sense and you want to start putting it in your body. The second option is that you can be a Healthy Starts family sponsor and sponsor a child in your life to also get this nutrition for free. And the third option is you can become your own customer, and you can do like I did and just simply start sharing it with those that you love and care about, and be able to offset your own Juice Plus, or be able to build a residual income from there. And if you are a healthcare provider, and even if you're not technically a healthcare provider, if you're anybody that provides services for any group of people, you may own your own gym or your own spa. We have something called the Wellness Plus program, because we understand that healthcare providers are busy people and they don't have time perhaps to do everything that they would need to be able to educate people. And so we have what we call wellness coordinators that can go in and fulfill that role and be able to help the healthcare provider. So if you're somebody that's going, oh my gosh, yes, I would want to share this with patients or clientele, but I don't have the time to do all of that, then again, get back to the person that invited you to this, and they can share more about the wellness coordinator role. And lastly, you guys, before we go, I just want to have a chance to share my story, because when I was introduced to this nutrition a little over 3 years ago, my husband and I were living in fear for our health. And this has really taken us from living in fear to feeling invincible. And, when my friend Jen shared it with me, it made sense right away. I mean, it was just food, more fruits and vegetables. We weren't getting enough. And so I thought, well, gosh, yes. But this is what I love about what we do. Yes, I am a healthcare provider, but you don't have to be a healthcare provider to share this with other people, because yes, I'm a healthcare provider, but I knew that much about nutrition. Nothing. Because like Michelle said, in nursing school, I wasn't taught anything. Like Dr. Brosey said, in medical school, we're just not taught anything about nutrition. And so while I didn't know anything about nutrition, when my friend shared all of that research with me, that's when I was absolutely blown away. And I knew right then, oh my gosh, okay, if I'm a healthcare provider and I don't know this about nutrition, what does the average American know about nutrition? And I thought every single person deserves to at least know that this exists. I would not feel right keeping this from somebody. And so when we started eating, I did it for peace of mind. I wanted to just know that all of those things that the research showed were happening in our bodies, but I didn't actually expect to see anything. And we started noticing allergies going away, respiratory and skin issues going away. I was watching my picky eater over a period of time start to grow her palate and be willing to eat more things. My energy level went up, and it just goes on and on. We notice our sicknesses going away. We are now sick very few and far between. And again, the list goes on and on. But the most incredible thing has been, as I have shared this with others, I knew that I couldn't keep it to myself. And I just intentionally started sharing it because I knew others deserved to know. And through that process, I have been able to create an income that replaced my nursing salary, so that I didn't have to ever worry about having to go back to the bedside, where I didn't feel like I was doing a lot. I felt like I was putting a Band-Aid on patients. And this, for the first time in my life, gave me purpose and passion for prevention and for helping people not get to that point where they needed open heart surgery and bypass surgery. And that is where my passion from it grew. And again, what I wasn't expecting was this incredible community that just lifted me up and welcomed me in and has encouraged me throughout the 3 years that I've been doing this. And because I have been so passionate about sharing it with others and been able to create that income, that gave my husband and I the confidence to say yes to our third child. That was something that had been on my heart for so many years, but I just didn't know if it was going to be possible. But thanks to this incredible community and this incredible mission, we were able to say yes. And we welcomed our third child back in December. And so I always share all of that because, you know, if you're listening, another baby may not be what your dream is, but it could be something else. It could be a family vacation every year. It could be giving more generously to things that you are passionate about. It may be being able to retire without worry. Whatever it may be for you, what I can tell you is that this incredible mission can be here to help deliver those dreams, because it is doing that for me and thousands of others. So again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking the time. I know we ran a little bit long, but I appreciate you coming to learn more. Please, if you have questions or want to learn more about anything, get back to the person that invited you tonight, and they will be happy to share more with you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Good night.